Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
And we're heading out on a New York City road trip. Come join us.
Next on Now You Know. Alright, so we're on the way to our first supercharger stop in Hartford, Connecticut. Looks like it'll be about an hour and a half till we're there. Here we are at the Hartford, Connecticut Supercharger. This is Supercharger number 1. It's looking, well...
little ice job over there.
Yep, there's some... So it looks like this spot got iced.
Oh, that's seriously iced.
And then that spot got totally iced.
Hey, so you know what's really cool is that while you're off supercharging, you know, you're supercharging your car, you want to go get something to eat or go to the bathroom, you can just call up your app here. And this is showing how much charge your car has gotten, and it keeps you notified as to what state you're at, so you know how much more time you've got. In this case, we came in here with about 75 miles of rated charge, and we're now at like 177. So in about 20 minutes, we've gotten over 100 miles of charge.
That's awesome.
So Jesse, what's behind these doors here?
So, I mean, I think those are the transformers for the superchargers.
So I have a theory now that Elon has tweeted about version 3 of the supercharger. Version 3 meaning a faster supercharger.
Yeah.
My theory is that all he has to do is update these supercharger packs back here. I think that maybe there's some room here for power packs. And these can maybe go up from the 150 kilowatts that they're at now to maybe 350 or 700.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It could be.
And I mean, maybe that's why there's so much space here.
It could be, yeah. It could just be regulations too.
It could be.
Now, I think my theory would be that all of the superchargers are already overbuilt.
Ah, and they're ready to go.
And that they're ready to go.
I hope you're right.
Me too.
All right, well, let's go pick up the girls.
All right, let's go.
So we're on the Merrill Parkway in Connecticut, and we just noticed that the auto steer restricted our speed to 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, probably because this isn't a highway, it's more of a parkway, or it could have been because the weather conditions were not allowing the auto steer to see the way it wanted to see. Either way, kind of interesting that it restricted us for a minute or two there. So what I want to point out about this supercharger is that there's a southbound and a northbound. We're pulling into the southbound one now, but over there is the northbound. So make sure when you're entering it into your navigation screen that you enter in the one you want so you don't get the wrong directions. So you pull past the gas station and the convenience store, and the superchargers are down on the right.
Being iced.
And it looks like we are being iced by a petroleum equipment sales serviceman. So we're charging here at the Greenwich southbound supercharger, and as you can see, it's putting in 232 miles an hour, and it's charging at 62 kilowatts, which is kind of on the low side. There's no one else charged here at the moment, so that's just what it can output. So can Sparky drive autonomously on the streets of New York City? Oh yeah, I guess it can.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Oh wow, there it is. Alright, well, we are almost in Times Square. We're really
Half a block
close.
away.
Yeah, we're pretty close. About as close as you can get without
about
being...
half an hour to go, half a block.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Hopefully I won't get stuck in the middle of the intersection again.
Yeah, maybe wait on this one. Oh, risky.
Risky.
Careful of those selfie sticks.
I know, they're sticking way out.
I know. You wanna go see the Lion King? Maybe Aladdin. So this is some pretty complicated driving. I mean, are you having a tough time driving the car? No? You're not driving the car?
I mean, not really. It actually takes a lot of the pressure off because you can either do full autonomous like this, or you can take over the steering part and have it do the speed, which is nice too, because now as we come to a stop, I don't really have to worry about stopping. I just worry about swerving if someone's gonna, pedestrian's gonna come. So I think of this as kind of like tactical pedestrian. I can take care of this and really pay attention more to the pedestrians while Sparky takes care of the speed, is one way to think about it. Or you can put it into full autonomous, full auto steer, and then it's taking care of all of it. Not that I'm gonna stop looking, of course I'm gonna keep watching, but it lets me kind of scan more, whereas normally, you know how you get that kind of tunnel vision if you're driving?
Yeah.
So I think it's nicer. Another nice feature in the city especially is the backup cam. You can have it on either the top or the bottom. So you can see that we've got our nav on the top. We're going to be going out to City Island. On the bottom, we can see that this truck is coming up behind us. So we can just keep our eye on what's going on behind us, not only in your rear view mirror, but also here. It gives you just a lot more flexibility about what's going on around the car.
Did you know that this episode would have aircraft carriers in it?
Now,
It's got aircraft carriers in it. Look, there's an SR-71 Blackbird up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
USS Intrepid.
Yeah.
We're in good hands.
So I don't think we're doing enough beeping.
I know, I feel like I gotta get into the New Yorker frame of mind and beep more at people, but I'm just so polite,
Right.
Like,
Well, try right here. Here, this is. There you go. There you go.
Oh, I feel like I'm home now.
Do you feel at home now?
Yeah, I feel better.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should play New York State of Mind. All right, so we're currently going to City Island.
Yeah.
Which, we saw a movie called City Island,
And so if you see a
which
movie,
takes place in City Island. So, and we loved it. So we're gonna go check it out.
Find some lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
maybe
know.
some seafood.
it's an adventure.
It's so warm out right now.
It's so warm out.
This is December 27th. It
It's-
should be freezing. It's 59
60
degrees out. Yeah.
Here. It's crazy. So one of the great aspects of this car is that if you put the front passenger seat all the way back, you have the most leg room ever. You can just stretch out your whole leg. Oh, it's so nice. So this is the main drag in City Island. It's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty unique looking.
To the road.
That's cool to crest a hill and see the ocean. You know, Dad, I think this is the end of the road.
Really? Oh yeah. There's no more road.
There's no more road.
All right, so we're here at Tonis Pier, and look at this big pile of clams and flounder that we got. That is more than we are going to be able to eat. But, beautiful view.
All right, so we just had lunch at Tonis Pier restaurant. It was pretty good.
It was good.
All right, and so just so you can all see where we are,
Right here on City Island.
Belden Point. It's a neat little island.
It really is. It feels like you're in a seacoast suburb. Which you are, I guess. But it's only about, what would you say, 25 minutes from the city?
Yeah.
I mean, because if you picture, right here is Manhattan. Am I pointing to the right place?
Yep.
Yeah. So Manhattan, Midtown, Central Park, and then over here is
Suburb.
the island.
It's like the closest one.
Train.
Right over our heads. That's crazy.
Wow. This is cool.
What movie is this from?
Yeah, this is from...
There's a car
yeah, the French Connection. It'll keep going past the...
That's crazy.
When we're underneath this, you can get it again. There's an elevator going up.
Do you think it's going all the way to the street level?
Yeah, it is.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Wow.
These 2x4s were not straight enough.
Ship
Straight
them
them
back. Century Rubber Supply by B.F. Goodrich.
Wow, look what they got. Bearings, belts, bronze, chains,
gosh.
sprockets, pulleys, gears. I want to go in there.
All right, so we're here in Long Island City. We're waiting for our friend to come out of rock climbing, and then we're going to go on some kind of adventure.
Yeah.
So we're having a great time today.
The weather's awesome, and
my
the
God.
city's so just full of energy.
full of everything. Full of everything. All right, so we're in the car with our friend Fiona. We're going on an adventure to Long Island.
Yeah, we're on the Grand Central Parkway in Queens, stuck in a little traffic,
little
but
bit of
Sparky's
traffic.
taking care of most of it for us.
So we will see you when we're there.
Yeah. So we made it to the ocean. We are down in Rockaway Beach.
Yes, this is right next to Long Beach on Long Island.
It's so fun. Jesse put his foot in the water. I'm so glad we came.
Yeah, what an adventure.
Nice.
Brought to you by Tesla. Just because we were brought here in a Tesla.
That's right. So we're at the Syosset, New York Supercharger. This is our first time here. It's so cool to see so many S's and also X's in the parking lot, and I also see a Roadster over there. There's the Roadster. So this is a service center, and I don't think I've seen this color before. Jesse?
I don't think so.
That's a really cool, like, cranberry color. Is that like a custom color?
It must be a custom color.
Yeah, hard to see in this light, but it's really cool, dark cranberry red.
Yeah.
So we're at the Syosset, New York Supercharger. It says that you can get bathrooms, food, coffee, and Wi-Fi. But what would you grade it for amenities?
I think overall score, I would give it a 3.
I think I'd give it a 4. It's only a 4-stall. It's the old type. And because we're at a service center, there's going to be a lot of cars already charging here, so you're probably going to be sharing a charge a lot of times. It's not that pretty an area, and I honestly don't see where you would get the food or the coffee.
Right.
But maybe you can grab something inside the service center.
Right. I'd say in terms of location, it's pretty good in terms of getting out to the end of Long Island.
Yeah, it's a nice middle way point.
But, I mean, they probably could have put it in a nicer location, so.
Yeah. All right, so we're here at the Syosset Supercharger in New York. We're going to go to the Southampton Supercharger, and then we're going to go to Sag Harbor for lunch, and then we're going to shoot up to Orient Point to take our ferry to New London, Connecticut.
No, wait a minute. These aren't bridges. These are ferries.
Oh, can we take those?
Yeah, so I just looked it up. They're about $16 one way for both of them.
Cool, so we can take a ferry across to here, to Shelter Island, and then a ferry across to get our way up to Orient Point.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, well, we're going to show you how that works.
All right. Okay, so we're driving out to Southampton on Long Island, and in conditions like this where it's really rainy, you can't get into auto driving, and that's just because it's not quite safe for it to do so it doesn't allow you to do it.
So even though in these conditions I can't use auto steer, I can still use tactical cruise control, which allows me to set the speed at something I'd like for instance, I'm setting it to be optimally at 70, but there's a car in front of me, so we're going 63 instead. So I don't have to really worry about the gas pedal or the brake, I can just worry about steering, which is nice.
Okay, so now we're on the Sunrise Highway in West Hampton Beach, New York, and the rain got just ever so slightly lighter, and now we're able to go into auto steer. So that's kind of nice because it really takes some fatigue off of the driving. So
we're here at the Southampton, New York Supercharger.
yeah,
8 stars.
yes,
Very fancy.
I'd rate it a 9.
I would give it
10.
Yes, an 8 I would give it, because there's plenty of places to charge, and there's coffee and shopping and Wi-Fi.
Indubitably.
Yes, very good. I'm off to my yacht. So there is the ferry. I don't know if you can see it behind that pier there, that we're going to be taking to Shelter Island. We are right here waiting for the ferry. We're going to go into Shelter Island where Louis C.K. lives. And then we're going to take the North Ferry off of Shelter Island and continue on our way. So we are crossing the Conic River on a ferry. So we traveled across the South Ferry, went up Shelter Island, and we're now waiting for the North Ferry to continue on our journey up to Orient Point. You can see how ridiculous this weather is, but Sparky is driving all by himself. It's crazy. It's the winteriest weather. You can barely see the lines. You can't see the lines.